off, what I'd like you to do is, can you please write the word influence right there on the beginning of page 8 at the very top. Influence. Let's talk about influence. Now, when we talk about leadership and how you influence, I want all of you together so we are one in power. Let's read this so you can see, because this is talking about you. This is talking about you, and I want you to read it together and hear you say it. So let's read it together. Despite your title, you know that you support, encourage, direct, coach, facilitate, and yes, even lead. Okay, these are all the attributes of leadership, the things that you do every single day. How many of you right now absolutely know that you will not be where you are working in your department or in your organization, or you won't want to be where you are right now in 5 years? How many of you know that? Okay. How many of you know that where you are is pretty much where you want to be for a while? Okay, that's totally fair. All right, those of you, Paula, you raised your hand. Where do you want to be in 5 years? Do you want to still be with this organization, or do you want to be in management, or what do you want to do?
Well, I would like to start my own Schween interior design business, and I would like to work for myself and move up to the San Francisco, Oakland, Sonoma, and Napa Valley area.
Okay, stand up. Look at this gorgeous woman. Can you see that she definitely has a style and a flair? So, Paula, tell us what you do now.
I'm an admin assistant for a company called Invasive. We're a medical device company. I support the senior executive vice president, who just got a promotion, and I also support 5 directors and about a total of 31 people.
So we can use that word unbelievable. Seriously. That's a lot. You have a lot going on, don't you? But you seem like you enjoy it, or you're just faking it.
No, I do, because it took my boss and I about a year to get where we are today. And he always kept telling me, excuse me, I want you to be ahead of me, know what I want. Well, it's taken a while to get there.
Absolutely.
And I told him, he is really the only reason why I'm there, because we are now in sync.
Yep.
So,
yep. You are in what we call in the stages of team development, the forming stage. And think about how many of you are new in your jobs right now. Anybody in the first year? Okay, in the first year, you will be in the forming stage. And it's important, thank you, Paula, it's important for you to understand that that first year is when the following things happen. You're excited, you're anxious, there's anxiety, there's questions. Then towards the end of that forming stage, you start to go into what we call the storming stage. Storming's when you say, gee, do I really want to be here? Is this boss who I thought he or she was? Gee, I was really excited, now I'm not sure. I don't even know if this is what I really want to do. Oh, and by the way, that other woman that works across the desk on the other side of the room from me, I just don't think I can stand her. I thought she was going to be my friend. Now I'm not sure if she's going to end up being the backstabber. So that goes into what we call storming. Very normal. Same thing in personal relationships. When the honeymoon's over and you think, oh my gosh, if he doesn't put the lid on that toothpaste, I'm going to be furious. So what you have to recognize, it's normal. And then the third stage, where you are right now, is called norming. Okay, so I kind of get it now. I get that my boss's personality, I know what he wants or she wants. I know that that person on the other side of the room really doesn't, not that she doesn't like me, she just has a different personality style. That's the way she is with everybody. So we start to become more familiar, and that's what we call is norming. And then very few of you ever get to stage 4, called performing. That's where, what happens in performing stage? Many of you, when you get to a point of where you could be in performing stage, you leave. Or you go off to start your own business. So just kind of interesting. Keep that in mind, because that's very important when we talk about leadership and influence, to understand the dynamics of how human nature is.